You ready, homie?
You're tuning in to Trade Talk Radio, your source for news, music, finding literacy, and so much more. Bringing you that dope content and raw truth.
Let's get into it.
Trade Talk Radio, going live in your ear. Let's do it.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? I hope everybody is having a great day. I am looking at enjoying this show, and I hope that you yourself will have a part in enjoying this show. Welcome to Trade Talk Radio. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button and let's talk and let's get to know a little bit more about one another. And we hope that you have an opportunity to also be able to share your experiences and things like that. What are we going to be talking about? This show is mainly about talking about life, talking about situations and things that you go through personally as an individual, because as I always say, that we all go through some things in our lives that we don't understand, that we try to understand, and it just happens, and sometimes we just need somebody to just talk to and relate with, because everybody can't relate to our struggle the way that we struggle. Everybody's unique and everybody struggles differently, especially when in times like this where we're going through what we go through and going through, So I want to be very sure that we, first of all, that we understand that this channel is not for mess. We don't do no mess here. We're not gonna do no drama, and we don't do no name dropping and name calling. So subscribe. That's all we ask you to do. Just subscribe. We don't ask you for no money. We just want to subscribe and enjoy and hear other people's experiences. We're gonna be bringing people on the show. We're gonna be bringing people to give their testimonies, of their trying times, and we're gonna give real talk, truth in response to whatever that situation may be or what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. And also, we want you to know that one day a week starting real soon, we're going to be giving out prizes. We're going to be giving out things. We're going to be giving back as people come and listen to us and things like that. So hey, that's just what it is. Hit the subscribe button. It don't hurt. It don't hurt to hit the subscribe button, baby. Go ahead and hit it for us, because we already know.
You ready, homie?
We ready all day long to make this thing happen. We ready to do whatever we have to do to make sure that this show is thriving and doing what it's supposed to do. I have already said in other videos, but I have to say again because we're new and no one really know us right now as far as this channel concerned. But I have been out here for a long time. I am a promoter. I would call myself a great promoter. We host concerts. We host comedy shows. We host festivals. We do all different types of stuff. And if you have a business, we want to also put your business right here on our page. We're going to be promoting and marketing this page and this channel. And we want to promote your business. And we don't want no money. We don't want $500, $700 for you to talk to us. We don't want that. We want to just promote businesses. Legitimate businesses. You may have a restaurant. You may have a tax service. You may have a food truck. Or you may have. It's just so many different businesses that you may have. Some of you do some of everything, and we want to make sure that we support you. There's no business too small, and there is no business that is too great that can't be a part of this what we are doing. So hey, let's get into our topic for today. Man, hold up. This is something else. Having a discussion with someone today, having a discussion. And this is a little bit different. I told you we're going to be all the way around. It's, sometimes we may take it spiritual. Sometimes we may take it natural. Sometimes we may take it all the way to a little politics. We may bring it back around, talk about music. We may talk about equipment, production equipment. We may talk about riding bikes. You just never know what we're going to be talking about. Well, we are going to be doing some of everything. That's why we really need you to be ready. One of our main things.
You ready, homie?
We got to make sure you're ready at all times. You get what I'm saying? You have to be ready because you just never know what we're going to do. And we want to make very sure that everybody get a standing ovation. Everybody, every single person get a standing ovation right here on this channel, on this show, and make sure that you are important. And I want to tell you thank you if you are tuning in and listening to the show, and we want to make sure that you have a great time. Okay, so nevertheless, what we're going to be talking about today is something that came up before my eyes. In my ears today, something concerning someone. They say, "Hey Trey, look here, man. I have a little problem." I say, "What's your problem?" They say, "My problem is that, I just don't, man, I'm not feeling church no more, man. What's wrong with me? I'm just not feeling it the way I used to. It's not the same. It's not like it used to be. It used to be a little different. We used to have a good time. We used to socialize and talk, and we used to meet with the people, and the people used to meet with us, and it was just more joyous back in the days. Now, it's just so much going on. I'm not feeling church the way I used to feel it, man. What is the problem? Why is it that I'm not feeling this thing the way that I know to feel it? What is the problem? What's going on with me? Is it me? Am I going crazy, or am I feeling this way because I just don't know what the problem is? So I had to respond to that, and I respond to that, and I'm going to bring that response to the show on today. I'm going to bring it to this show. That particular response to that individual. First of all, there's a lot of people that is going through that right now. There is a lot of people who are going through the phase of where they're just not feeling church no more the way they used to. Things have changed these days. So many things have changed. So many things are different. So many things are beginning to be. It's just different, And as an individual person, I like church. I do. I like going to church. I love music. I really love music. I love events. I love ministry type stuff. That's just me. I just love that kind of stuff. And for me personally, it's hard sometimes to kind of get back in there, because it seems like when I'm talking about me and nobody else. When I get back in the church scene, it's kind of like. Do I really want to do it? I'm kind of like, want to jump in and I want to jump back out, because listen, ladies and gentlemen, some of you have a greater calling on your life. Some of you just have a greater calling. Besides being locked behind the four walls and giving your money. Some of you have a greater calling. Some of you are just feeling that vibe of it's not that you're not feeling in place. It's kind of like a job. When a job is kind of going left. That job, that job is going left. That job going left when things start just seeming funny. People start acting strange. No longer they want to take you to lunch no more, or either they don't want to go to lunch no more with you, and they start developing these cliques, and it seems like you don't really know which way to go and what to do and how to do it. You're trying to find your place, and you're trying to find out what you're gonna do, because you're like, man, it just don't feel right no more. And what it is that what you're going through is called the pulling process. That's when you're being pulled. You're being pulled from a different place. It seems like you are seeking that elevation at your job, but you just cannot get the elevation simply because they don't want to see you in that place. So you got a little hatership that is being taking place right up in there. They're starting to hate on you. It's like, man, the people who you never thought would hate on you at work. It's like, why y'all hating on me like that? Y'all should be a problem, because when I came in, I was nothing but a cashier at first. When I first came in, I was nothing but this. I was nothing but that. I was nothing but this or that. But now that I'm doing this, it seems like what the problem is. What's up? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? So you're being pulled to something different. That's what's going on with you. You're being pulled to something different, and you got to understand that there is more to your spiritual walk than church. And I already know what folk will say. Folks are going to say, they're going to quote all these scriptures, forsake not to gather the assembly of yourselves, and whatever the case may be. But I'm going to tell you something that's more. There is more. You're not forsaking nobody. You're not forsaking the institution of it and the gathering of it. You're not forsaking it. You're just moving up to a better place. You're being called and you're being shaken to another place. It's time for you to move forward into something else, because what you're doing right now is just basically just ain't really working. Not everybody has a place. Listen to me, sweetheart. Not everybody have a place in sitting in a pew. Not everybody have that place. Not everybody have a place of where you're supposed to be sitting down, just listening to the choir sing, and you're supposed to be just doing something, just whatever they do, the whole political nature, and that's a whole nother thing that a lot of people is just getting tired of the political part of it. Okay, you getting tired of the seniority place of it. So many people, they feel like they've been in it for a long time, going back to the job. They've been on their job for a long time, so they feel like they can talk to you a certain kind of way. They feel like they can scream and holler at you some kind of way. They can do all different type of stuff to you some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And you get to a place where you just don't know how to accept that no more. You're like, man, I've been here also about 4 or 5 years, And so since I've been here about 4 or 5 years, why I got to keep putting up with you talking to me like I'm trash? Why do I have to keep putting up with you talking to me like I'm a little kid, like I'm a child or something, And that's what's going on. A lot of people are just feeling the pull to do something different. Listen, there's more than one thing that you could be doing in ministry or your church or your local assembly, not just church, no matter what you're doing, There's so many things you could be doing. There's so many other outlets. Okay? And that's what society has done, has literally locked God in this little bitty box called a church house with a steeple with a slanted roof. They locked him in this box and they say that this is where he is and this is where he's located, and you are not going to ever succeed or become a bigger person in your walk, in your spiritual walk, until you get yourself in here in this little box with us and you sit your behind down on this pew and you listen to what we say. Listen, don't ask no questions, don't raise your hand, and don't do nothing that will piss us off, because when you pisses us off, we're gonna have to put you back in your place because you're doing something called being out of order and you're not submissive enough. Submissive. That word is so funny to me. That word is so funny to me when people say that, submissive. You're not submissive. You're not submissive enough. You're not submissive. Submissive. Wait a minute. I read the Bible. And the Bible even told me that I need to submit to you. You need to submit to your husband. Submit to your wife. That's what y'all got y'all for. Y'all submit to each other. Submit one to another. Don't make me come in the ball game so I gotta submit to you. I'm a grown man. What am I doing submitting to another man? They don't even look right in front of my gal. I'm talking about I'm submitting to another dude. But that's the politics of it. That's the politics. And a lot of people are getting fed up. They're getting fed up. They're getting tired of it. They just don't want to do it no more. They don't want to do it no more. And they're going a different route and they feeling the pull to do something different. And it's okay to do something different. There's nothing wrong with that. Doing something different is not always a bad thing. A lot of people think difference is bad. And that's what religion is. Religion is doing something repetitive. If you're really, concerned about God was never religious. If you really think about it, he was never religious. He wasn't religious. That's not how he was. He wasn't religious. He was. If you read, in your Bible, you'll find out that he was always doing a new thing. And that new thing could be something that's inside of you or inside of another person. That new thing could be a different thing that you haven't done before. Politics, political issues is always a circle. It goes around all the time. What happened in the 80s end up happening in 2021. They go back and say, well, John F. Kennedy did this and this person did that and George Bush did this and now he's doing this and we're doing it all over again and we need to go back to the way George Washington had it, or we need to do it like this, or we're going to try it this way because this way not working, so we're going to just keep going in this big circle. That's politics. And what you're doing, and what's wrong with you is just you're tired of the politics. You're tired of the politics. You're tired of going in this circle. So it's time for you to move around and do something different. Because don't let nobody make you feel bad for wanting to be different. Go ahead and come in and subscribe if you don't mind.
You ready, homie?
I told y'all you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. Because at the end of the day, you cannot let folks make you feel bad because you want to be different. You desire to be different. You have that desire. That is something that is inside of you that you can allow people to steal from you. People will try to steal your difference. People will try to steal your personality, your persona. People will try to steal your character. People will try to steal your gifts, your callings. People will try to steal your mission, your goals from you. If you want to be a musician, people would tell you that you can't be a musician because you ain't tall enough. Or you can't be a this or that because you ain't wide enough, or you're not small enough, or you're not this or you're not that, and you don't have this proper education. Education is good, but YouTube is better. Most of everything that I have learned is because of YouTube. I've learned how to set up a podcast on YouTube. I've learned how to do a lot of things on YouTube. So you can allow people to separate you from your ability to be different. You can allow people to separate you from because you are great in what you're doing, and your mind is great because what you're thinking about doing, how you're thinking about changing who you are as an individual person, how you're thinking about doing something different. But so just because you feel the pull away from just sitting in somebody's pew, giving your 10% of your income, and you're not reaping anything back from it, there's no reciprocity in place at all. You don't even get 10% off on bread at the end of the year. They don't even give you a form to give the government so that you can get some tax off some of your income taxes, so that you can get some kudos on some contributions. You don't even get that. You get nothing out of it. So now your call is different. Now you're feeling different, and you feel like that you're feeling odd. Your oddness is not a bad thing. You probably need to think about going out and doing something that you have never done in your life before. Making the sacrifice to do something different. And it's okay for you to do something different because you are different. You are unique. That's just who you are. And nobody can stop you from being unique. Nobody can stop you from being different, because that's just who you are as an individual person. And you can allow people to take that away from you. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am here just to tell you that we are different, and we are different for a reason. We are different, and we are different for a reason. And the reason why we have this difference is because that's just who we are. You get what I'm saying? We have this difference because that's just who we are as people. We are different for a reason. And you need to wake up every day and you need to tell yourself, I am different for a reason. You need to wake up every day and tell yourself, I am different for a reason. I'm different. I'm different. I'm just different. I'm not like him and I'm not like her. I'm just different. So since I'm different, I'm going to embrace that difference. Since I'm different, I'm going to embrace that difference, and I'm going to tap in and find out the real mission of me being alive. I'm going to find out the real mission for me even being born. Everybody that is born, they are born with a mission, and they are born with what? A purpose. They are born with a mission, and they are born with a purpose, and they are born with a plan. We just have to take our time and find out what is the mission and what is the plan and what is my reason. Yes, we all made some mistakes. We've done some bad things. So, listen, I'm one to tell you I've done some bad stuff. But at the end of the day, I had to come from that. I had to come out of that, and I had to find the purpose. I had to find my reason for even being alive, for even being here. And once you tap into your purpose and your reason for even being alive, you begin to be better as an individual person. And you can't let people steal that from you. You can't let people tell you that you can't grow, making you feel bad because I don't want to work all of my life to grow your vision. I can't do that. I spent too much time helping everybody else. Now I got to make time for what I want to do. I want to do something too. I want a business. I want a degree. I have goals to travel on missions and feed homeless and open up daycare centers and nursing homes and doctor offices, pharmacies, a real pharmacy, not the drug house. I'm talking about a real, not the trap house, not the trap house. I'm talking about a real a real pharmacy. But however, what you're feeling that because it's time for you to move in your solid purpose. It's time for you to stay away from the negativity of things, stay away from what people are trying to convince you to be. I'm not trying to preach to you, I'm just telling you what works. Because if we continue to try to listen to other people and their opinions about us, we will never succeed. We will never get to that place where we are trying to really become great and develop our identity and our spiritual walk and our plan for our life. You have a plan and you have a purpose. Get on it. Pursue. Stop playing games. You've been playing too long. You're 30 years old, 40, 50. Time is running out. Most black folks, we only living until we're about 70. If we're blessed enough. Some of you only got 15 more years. Some of you only got 20. Some of you only got 25 more years. It's time for you to do something different. It don't matter how old you are, you can start over right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that you can start over right now. You can go back to school today. You can go and get your degree today. It don't matter. Before my favorite auntie passed, I don't know what age she was, but I think 60 something. I don't know. But I know one thing. She went back to school. You can do it too. Don't let people take that from you. What you're feeling, you're not alone in feeling that the drive and the pull to come from out of the four walls. Don't worry about that. It's time for you to pursue and move forward and do everything that you have to do to make sure everything. Folks will try to do all kind of stuff, So don't forget to hit the subscribe. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask you to do. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if we're doing anything that will help you. Subscribe to the channel. We have gifts coming. We have other people that's going to be on the show. We have hip hop artists. We have gospel artists. We have comedians. We have lecturers. We have scholars. We have different people that's going to be on the show that's going to bless our lives in such a big way, and we are ready because I am ready to be fed even the more. And we're also going to be opening up the phone lines also real soon. So don't forget to tune in, and you guys be blessed and you have a great day. And don't forget.
You ready, homie?
You're tuning in to Trade Talk Radio, your source for news, music, finding literacy, and so much more. Bringing you that dope content and raw truth.
Let's get into it.
Trade Talk Radio, going live in your ear. Let's do it.